the decision of the government of Belize to withdraw its appeal should be seen as a demonstration of the government's commitment to ensuring and safeguarding our marine resources. Since 2013, when that decision was handed down, I think the court certainly helped to underscore the position of the Belizean populace that our marine resources are so very precious and so integral in our economic life, in our cultural life, in how we define ourselves as Belizeans, that every technicality, every procedure, every I must be dotted, every T must be crossed when it comes to these resources, and that was the matter at hand when Justice Legal made those declarations. It was on a technicality, but as evidenced, a very important technicality that ended up in a null and void declaration for all those oil concessions. As a policy advocate, you know, we see this as an act of good faith, but we're still continuing to work for a policy position on this, and we've been working very feverishly on getting language to the government to consider in terms of its drafting of a position on offshore oil, and we hope to have that to the Prime Minister as soon as possible.
Would you say this is a win for Oceania?
I think, Andrea, anything that has to do with our offshore areas, and we are a marine conservation organization, has to be seen as a victory for Belize. This is the importance of these resources cannot be understated in any way, shape, or form, and anything that works towards safeguarding those resources is really tantamount to Belizeans of today and future generations.
Do you think that decision was made perhaps based on the amount of work that Oceania has been doing in terms of the awareness and the general conversations, the engagement with other stakeholders, and the pressure really from the environmental community?
Well, I hope you would be able to see that more than me, you know, fisherman not say fish stink. But I think, Andrea, in all seriousness, the Belizean people have carried this issue from the very beginning. And I said that that's because from the get-go they've been able to appreciate if we don't take care of our marine resources, it cannot take care of us. And that's a very bread and butter, grassroots, real issue. And I think the Belizean people, you know, being participants, being engaged, being informed is exactly what we need to do to make sure that we progress and develop as a country and in a sustainable manner.